My name is Brian Cunningham, and I'm a biology and chemistry teacher at Metro Christian Academy.
And my name is Anna Cunningham, and I teach 7th grade life science at Jinx Middle School.
I feel like it really taught me perspective. And, Anna and I were talking about this a couple days ago, where it really taught us how to think about leadership and how to think about how to lead others. And before, where I used to think, it was a boss-servant mentality where, I'm your boss, you're going to do this because I told you to, rather than, I'm your boss or I'm your leader. Let me serve you and help develop you into being a man or woman for the kingdom of God. And really just kind of, developing those characteristics of leadership, because we all have something we can lead in. And that was another thing that Furnace taught me is, it is designed for all of us to be leaders in the kingdom.
Yeah.
In reality, a lot of us think, well, I'm not a leader. But no, you are.
Yeah, just changing your perspective. The Furnace would put me in situations where I had to lead. And so with my old ways of thinking, I would be like, really, you should pick Brian to lead there. You should pick so-and-so, I can do it, but it's not gonna be very good because I don't really know what I'm doing or whatever. But throughout the circumstances repeating themselves within the summer or after the summer and then the next summer, I would recognize that actually, no, I do have the good ability, or I have the ability to do these positions. I can be confident because it's actually not me who's doing this, but it's the Lord doing it through me. And as I would just kind of allow myself to let go of this idea of, perfection, which I guess was that black and white thing for me, I just recognized that when I accepted that the Lord had grace for me, I accepted that the Lord loved me and that He was more for me than I was. And I just got I was so much more equipped to lead things because I'd be like, okay, sure, I can do this, because the pressure just wasn't so intense anymore. I just believed in myself.
And I would say, coming from educators, I know Anna would probably agree with this, it's some of the best education you'll ever get in your life.
Yes.
Because not only is it teaching you just regular life skills, but it's, it's setting you up for marriage, teaching you how to resolve conflict, how to communicate. Now, we thought we were really good communicators before, and then we've been able to use, the skills we learned out at Shepherd's Fold to really, or in the Furnace, to really, just apply that to our marriage and learn how to communicate and talk through things. But yeah, it teaches you. I remember at almost every job I've had, because of going through the Furnace, I've been promoted within 6 weeks. Or they've always looked to me first to say, hey, there's something different about you. Why? What's going on? And so I was just doing what I learned with the Furnace. And, just serving others, taking initiative, doing things like that. And then with my job at Metro, I signed my contract before I filled out an application. I got a call and they're like, hey, we're looking for a teacher. We really want you because you have all the intangibles because of the Furnace.
Yeah. Before the Furnace, there was this stigma of leaders are naturally, they know how to make decisions. Leaders naturally know how to lead a group. They crowd control, all these things. But I think going through the Furnace, we both learned that actually those are learned skills and you don't have to be born with them. You can actually develop them and kind of discover what's inside of you to actually be a great leader as well. You should absolutely 100% do it, and you should never doubt your choices to do it. For us, the Furnace was a summer commitment, so a lot of times we would have friends that would question, oh, should I do the Furnace or should I make money in the summertime because I'm a poor college kid? And that was the reoccurring, problem every time. But after doing it for 8 years, 8 summers, where I could have chosen to do some other internship to, get a skill of some sort, I absolutely 100% feel no regret in my choice to have done the Furnace, because when you choose to do the Furnace, you are investing in incredible skills because you're developing how you think, you're developing incredible people skills because you're having to work with people all the time. You're having to work with parents all the time. So it's not just kids working with kids, but you're learning how to instill trust in an adult to say, you can trust me, I will take care of your child, because ours was a summer camp. You're learning to work with a boss that gives instructions and you have to do projects, and we had to do procurement sheets and stuff like that. So I learned incredible skills, not only just ministry wise, but even just in like a
Life-wise.
business style that I've recognized has even helped me in my teacher job, because I actually just filled out a PTA grant. And I was like, oh, this is just like procurement. So I have to look this up and write this down. And yeah, I mean, my memories of doing the furnace, the way I've changed the way I think, the lifestyle I live is 100% different because I took the furnace.